Global updates.
Welcome to the Global Updates, bringing you the latest news from around the world. The news hit like a thunderclap. Trump, in a strategic maneuver, offered Canada a lifeline, a chance to revive the dormant Keystone XL pipeline. The pipeline, a symbol of the bitter battle between energy demands and environmental concerns, was back on the table. This wasn't just about oil, it was about political power, economic influence, and the future of our planet. The stakes couldn't be higher. The world watched, holding its breath as the drama unfolded. The Keystone XL pipeline has a long and contentious history. First proposed in 2008, it quickly became a lightning rod for controversy. The pipeline, designed to carry oil sands crude from Alberta, Canada, to refineries on the U.S. Gulf Coast, promised jobs and energy independence. Environmental groups, however, raised alarm bells. They warned of the pipeline's potential to accelerate climate change and devastate fragile ecosystems. The stage was set for a protracted battle. Donald Trump entered the White House as a staunch supporter of the Keystone XL pipeline. He saw it as a symbol of American energy dominance and job creation. He signed executive orders aimed at fast-tracking the project, bypassing environmental reviews and overriding local opposition. His actions ignited a firestorm of protest from environmentalists, indigenous communities, and landowners along the pipeline's route. The battle lines were drawn. The fight was on. The Keystone XL pipeline became ensnared in a web of legal challenges. Environmental groups filed lawsuits, alleging violations of the Clean Water Act and the Endangered Species Act. Indigenous tribes argued that the pipeline threatened their sacred lands and water resources. Landowners fought against the use of eminent domain to seize their property for the pipeline's construction. The legal battles dragged on for years, creating uncertainty and delaying the project's progress. The debate over the Keystone XL pipeline often devolved into, well, a familiar standoff between economic benefits and environmental risks. This contentious issue has been a flashpoint for years, drawing passionate arguments from both sides. On one hand, the promise of economic growth and job creation is a powerful lure, especially in regions that have been economically stagnant. Proponents of the pipeline touted its potential to create thousands of construction jobs and boost the economies of oil-producing states. They highlighted the immediate influx of employment opportunities, not just for construction workers, but also for those in supporting industries. Local businesses, from diners to hardware stores, would see increased patronage, injecting much-needed vitality into these communities. They argued that the pipeline would enhance energy security and reduce reliance on foreign oil. By tapping into domestic resources, the United States could insulate itself from the volatility of international oil markets. This, they claimed, would lead to more stable energy prices and a stronger national economy. The pipeline was seen as a strategic asset, a way to ensure that the country could meet its energy needs independently. Opponents countered that the economic benefits were overstated and that the pipeline would lock the United States into a future dependent on dirty fossil fuels. They pointed to the environmental degradation that comes with pipeline construction and operation, including the risk of oil spills that could devastate local ecosystems. Furthermore, they argued that investing in fossil fuel infrastructure was a step backward in the fight against climate change. Instead, they advocated for a transition to renewable energy sources, which they believed would provide sustainable economic growth without the environmental costs. The standoff, therefore, was not just about a pipeline, but about the direction of the nation's energy policy and its commitment to a sustainable future. One of the most potent arguments against the Keystone XL pipeline was the risk of oil spills. Environmentalists and concerned citizens alike voiced their fears, emphasizing the potential for devastating consequences. The pipeline, they argued, posed a significant threat to the environment and public health. The pipeline would traverse thousands of miles, crossing rivers, aquifers, and sensitive ecosystems. This extensive route meant that any spill could affect a vast area, contaminating water supplies and harming wildlife. The sheer scale of the project amplified the risks, making the potential for disaster even more alarming. A major spill could have catastrophic consequences for wildlife, water resources, and human health. The cleanup efforts would be monumental, requiring significant resources and time. The long-term effects on ecosystems could be irreversible, with species potentially facing extinction and habitats being permanently altered. Environmental groups pointed to previous pipeline spills, such as the 2010 Kalamazoo River oil spill, as evidence of the potential for disaster. This incident, which released over 1 million gallons of crude oil into the river, highlighted the severe impact such spills can have. The cleanup took years and cost over $1 billion, yet the river's ecosystem is still recovering. The image of thick, black oil polluting pristine waters became a rallying cry for opponents. They used these powerful visuals to galvanize public opinion and push for stricter regulations. The sight of oil-coated birds and fish struggling to survive served as a stark reminder of what was at stake. The fight against the Keystone XL pipeline became a symbol of the broader struggle to protect the environment from industrial hazards. The Keystone XL pipeline became a symbol of the larger debate over climate change. Scientists warned that the extraction and burning of oil sands crude would release massive amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, exacerbating global warming. They argued that approving the pipeline would be a step backward in the fight against climate change. The pipeline became a test case for President Biden's commitment to climate action. Despite Trump's efforts to revive it, the future of the Keystone XL pipeline remains uncertain. President Biden revoked the pipeline's permit on his first day in office, fulfilling a campaign promise. However, the legal battles continue, and the pipeline's fate hangs in the balance. The outcome of this battle will have far-reaching consequences for the energy industry, the environment, and the fight against climate change. The Keystone XL pipeline is more than just a pipeline. It is a massive infrastructure project that stretches across miles of land, involving countless hours of labor and significant financial investment. But beyond its physical presence, it stands as a representation of the broader energy landscape and the decisions that shape our future. It has become a powerful symbol of the complex choices we face in the 21st century. As we navigate the intricate web of energy policies, the Keystone XL pipeline serves as a focal point for discussions about how we power our lives and the implications of those choices on a global scale. It represents the tension between our insatiable thirst for energy and the urgent need to protect our planet. On one hand, the demand for oil and other fossil fuels continues to drive projects like Keystone XL, promising economic benefits and energy security. On the other hand, the environmental costs of such projects cannot be ignored, as they contribute to climate change and threaten ecosystems. It highlights the challenges of balancing economic development with environmental sustainability. The pipeline promises job creation and economic growth, but at what cost to our natural resources and the health of our planet? This delicate balance is at the heart of the debate, forcing us to consider the long-term impacts of our energy choices. The debate over the Keystone XL pipeline is a microcosm of the larger debate about our energy future and the kind of world we want to leave for future generations. It encapsulates the struggle between maintaining our current energy infrastructure and transitioning to more sustainable alternatives. This debate is not just about a single pipeline. It is about the direction we want to take as a society. The choices we make today will have profound consequences for decades to come. Every decision, from approving new pipelines to investing in renewable energy, shapes the legacy we leave behind. It is a call to action for policymakers, businesses, and individuals to think critically about our energy consumption and its impact on the environment. The Keystone XL pipeline serves as a reminder that our energy choices are not just about meeting immediate needs, but about securing a sustainable future for generations to come. As the Keystone XL pipeline debate continues, one cannot ignore the significant economic implications tied to its development. Proponents argue that the pipeline would bring substantial economic benefits, creating thousands of jobs during the construction phase and generating revenue for local communities. These economic gains are often highlighted as a major advantage, with promises of boosting local economies and providing a steady stream of income for workers in the energy sector. Pause 2s. However, critics point out that the long-term job creation may not be as robust as proponents claim. Once the construction is complete, the number of permanent jobs required to maintain the pipeline is relatively small. Additionally, the economic benefits must be weighed against the potential environmental costs, which could have far-reaching consequences for industries reliant on clean water and healthy ecosystems. Pause 2s. The Keystone XL pipeline also has implications for international trade and energy markets. By increasing the capacity to transport oil from Canada to the United States, the pipeline could influence global oil prices and affect the competitiveness of other energy sources. This interconnectedness highlights the complexity of energy economics and the need to consider both short-term gains and long-term sustainability. Pause 2s. Ultimately, the economic impact of the Keystone XL pipeline is a multifaceted issue, requiring careful analysis and balanced decision-making. It serves as a reminder that our energy choices are not isolated decisions, but are deeply intertwined with economic, environmental, and social factors. As we move forward, it is crucial to consider the broader implications of such projects, ensuring that our pursuit of economic growth does not come at the expense of our planet and future generations. Pause 2s. The Keystone XL pipeline debate underscores the importance of thoughtful, informed decision-making in shaping our energy future. It challenges us to look beyond immediate economic benefits and consider the long-term legacy we wish to leave behind. Pause 2s. As we navigate this complex landscape, the choices we make will define our economic and environmental trajectory for years to come. Pause 2s. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Music fades out. While the Keystone XL pipeline primarily affects the United States and Canada, its implications ripple across the globe. Pause 2s. As nations around the world grapple with the urgent need to transition to sustainable energy, the decisions made about projects like Keystone XL set a precedent for global energy policy. Pause 2s. This pipeline has become a focal point in the broader conversation about climate change, fossil fuel dependency, and the urgency of adopting renewable energy sources. Pause 2s. The international community watches closely as the actions taken by North America could influence environmental policies and energy strategies worldwide. Pause 2s. The Keystone XL pipeline is not just a local or national issue. It is a symbol of the global struggle to balance economic development with environmental stewardship. Pause 2s. As countries strive to meet their climate goals under the Paris Agreement, the choices made today will resonate for generations to come. Pause 2s. This global perspective underscores the interconnectedness of our world and the shared responsibility we have in addressing the climate crisis. Pause 2s. By considering the broader implications of projects like Keystone XL, we can work towards a more sustainable and equitable future for all. Pause 2s. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Music fades out.